So we're going to, in details, we're going to work on SQL joins. And by so doing, by the end of this, tomorrow we are doing workshop. And this workshop, we're going to write a lot of SQL queries. It is okay to make mistakes in your queries. So when we talk about joins, we have tables. We have table 1. Table 1. Table 2. Now, this table 1 has so I will call this serial number. I'll call this name. And let me make it bigger. So let me call this so I'll call this sales. So this is sales. So this is like sales table. I'll call this category or product ID. Product ID. Yes, I'll call this product ID. So let's say we have 1, 2, 3, 5. And then the sales this generated was team. So let's say this sales is in pounds. 19, 16 pounds, 3 pounds, 90 pounds, 40 pounds. So on this is sales tables. I have another table called products table. So on this product table, we have product ID as primary key. Are you noticing a similarity here? If product ID is a primary key here, what is on the other table? What is it on the other table, guys?
Foreign key.
Good. It's foreign
Key.
Good. So we have product name. So I will call this product ID. I will call this 1. So product ID 1, 2, 3, 4. Please, it will not repeat itself because this is a product table. This is the product table. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So product name. So what we have, so let's pick up phone.
But sorry, can I mention, since primary key is meant to be unique to the table, right? Then
Yeah.
how come the product ID is the primary key in the sales table and not in the products table? Because in the product table is not repeat there are not no ID is repeated.
No,
Yes,
it
it should be
is
the
not.
primary
It
key.
is. It is not a primary key. Product ID is not primary key here. That's why I asked.
It is in
Product
product table,
ID.
right?
That's why I asked. Is product ID is a primary key on product table?
Product
What is
table.
it
Okay.
on sales table?
This is
So it is a
secondary.
foreign key here.
Okay.
Yes. So this is phone.
What's the primary key for sales team?
It doesn't have to have primary key. It could just ordinarily have like the primary key, if you like, could just be like serial number or sales
Okay.
ID. It could just be sales ID or what's it called? Like order number. Could just be order number,
Okay.
which is the primary key. Yeah, it could just be order ID. Give it order ID.
Okay.
So
So
it's
it's not necessary that a table must have a primary key.
no, mustn't have. It mustn't have. But most times you get to see like a key that is increasing um increasing, how do I call it, arithmetically, like 1 2 3. You just see that kind of key.
Okay.
Yes,
Like a serial number.
like a serial
Okay.
number.
I've
Yeah.
actually had
So that's the primary key table. Is that
So
what
that
you're
on
calling?
this phone now could actually serve as a primary key.
Oh my
It could
god.
actually serve as a primary key, which you get to see from some people. But I think it's actually a good idea to have primary key and foreign key so that when they want to communicate, it becomes easier, like we saw. So this is phone, this is tablet. The third one is headsets. Fourth one, what do I call it? Accessories. Spelling. And
Ouch.
okay, I could call this mouse. The accessories looks long. All right, so we call this pouch. How do you spell it? All right. So if I want to create, if I want this table to communicate with this table, we have, first of all, we are going to be dealing, there are about 4 to 5 kinds of joins. We are going to be dealing with few of them. So the first one, we're going to be dealing with inner join. Inner join, which is like the original kind of join. So in this inner join, what do we have? What we have is what we have is, where are my shapes? What happened? Oh, okay. So what we have is table 1, and table 2. I'm going to use another column. Table 2. So these are 2 tables. Now what happens with inner join is this table and this table joining at this point. What they have together in common is what we call inner join. So at this point, what do they have? What do they share in common here? That's what we call inner join. So let's look at this. Let's look at the table we have. What can you find? So we agree that we're going to join this table and this table on product ID, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
We agree that we're going to join them on product ID. So well, let us look at it carefully. What is in this table and in this table? What do we have in common between this table and this table?
Product ID.
So we have
It's just
product
the product
ID. What's
ID.
product ID? So that means if you want to write a SQL query, you want to say select. You want to say select. Let me use yellow. You want to say select product ID, isn't it? Equal time. You want to say select product ID, isn't it? Comma.
Yeah.
We want to also be able to know which, not just product ID, we want to know the name of the product. Because we know that this can communicate with this, but we don't just want to select just the product ID. We want to also select the name of the product. We want to select the sales. So let us find sales. Let us find the sales we made over some time, and let's find out what the sales are. So, but in this, our tables, the name of what we have is sales table, and we have sales table that has product ID and sales, but we don't know the names of the table. So we want to know the top selling products we have, if that makes sense. So if we want to know it, we need to blend, we need to match this sales table with the product table so that we can get this product name. Does that make sense? Talk to me, guys.
Yes, it does.
I want everyone to communicate, please. So
Yes, makes sense.
want to know the products that are selling the most. So to get the product that are selling the most, this is the sales table. We get the sales column, but since we need the name of the product, we also need the sales name, the product name. So
So are they coming together?
Exactly, they are coming together. Product
You
name.
give me your name, I give you my number.
No, that's not what I mean, Idela. All right, so product ID, product name, we are doing SQL here. Then we want the sales. Remember, I don't have space here, so let me continue here. Sales. So I have picked this column. I can pick from any of them, here or this one, any of them, because it's only one I can pick. I have picked this column, I have picked this column, and I have picked this column. But we want to know where they are. We want to take only this column. So we want to say, which table are they calling from? Since we are concentrating on this table, not like we're concentrating on this table more, it can be anyone that can come first. So let's go with this one. So we have picked the column name, but we don't know the tables they are talking about. SQL does not know the table. So we say from which table? We say from sales table. This is sales table. So from sales table, this is it. Give me this thing from sales table, join it. We pick another column. Join it to which table?
Product table.
To products table. That's what we're saying. Oh, so you said we should join it on these two tables, this sales table to products table. Remember when I said join, it also means inner join. You can say inner join or join. But for other kinds of join, you have to say them explicitly. But for inner join, you can only say join. You can say join or inner join together. So what happens here is you said I should pick the table. I should pick this column from this table, join them on this table, but there has to be a point of communication. And what is that point? We will say, we use the word on. So on what? We will say product ID for sales, equal to product ID for product ID for product ID for products. And this is all you need to do. What will happen? What will happen is that this table will be, a new table will be created. This new table will have the first one, product ID. Let me put it like this. Second one, product name. Let me put it like this. Third one, sales. It will pick this product ID has one here and it has one here. It has two here and it has two here. It has three here, it has three here. It has five here and it has five here. These are the only one it will pick. It will not pick four because four is not common. They don't share four in common. So on the product ID, we will have 1, 2, 3, 5. Are you seeing? Is it making sense, guys?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
On the product name, which is here, we will have, which one is 1 here? Phone. 2 is what?
Tablet.
Tablet. 3 is what?
Headset.
Headset. And 5 is what?
Mouse.
Then we go to sales. So, okay. Sales. So what happens here is it's going to pick, because we did not tell it to, give us total sales. like sum of sales, it's going to pick only this one sales. The first one sales is 19, isn't it? I had said sum of sales, like you know how I did some the other day, and put this in brackets. It would have added this and this for us, but that would mean another level of calculation, which is group by, or yes, group by. So, but we don't want to go into that now. So it will pick that. What's the second one? Tablet is 23. Third one is what, guys?
Headset, which is
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
90.
90. And the fourth one, the product
Mouse.
ID 5 is what?
Mouse, which is 40.
40.
So this is what it will give us, because this is what is and here. And that's why you see this inner join. Any question on this one? Any question on this one, guys?
No.
Yes, Fatima?
No, John, it's fine.
So we are all good with this.
Yeah.
All right, so that's how clean it is. It is what is common to both table 1, sales, and products. That's what it's going to give us. That's what inner join is. Now let's look at that one, outer join. Sorry, left outer join. So in outer join, we have the left outer join, we have the right outer join. So let's look for left outer join, which is the most used of all the outer join. So the left outer join means everything on sales, every column, every information on sales. But this at this point in time, what we have is sales being a fat table. We'll have a lot of repetition. So let's use the left join, or we can make this the left join anyway. So we have, again, we have this.
Did we say left join? Why is it left join?
I want to do left join. When we do it now, you will know why
Okay.
it's left join. Okay, so
But
let's
this one we did, sorry, this one we did is inner join. Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
inner join. So we want to do left join. So left join, let's see. So let's say this is products. Remember, anything can be anywhere. And this is sales. So what happens with left join is, if you say I want to do left join, what happens here is it's going to come here, give me everything that belongs to products. That's the primary, that's what it will concentrate on first. Left join means give me everything that belongs to products. So in other words, this will return all the tables on products, all the rows on products table. Are you with me? Everything owned by products table, give it to me. Are you guys with me?
Yes.
Then when you're done with that, come to everything that is shared in common between sales and product and sales. Return them to me. So this is what will happen. Sales, give me everything that you have. So if we use this particular stuff, let's write the query. So this will be select I want to select product ID. There's something I did not do on the other side, but I will not tell you until you spot it out. Product ID, give us product name. Product name, and give us sales. So what happens there is, of course, we say from products. So in this one, you have to be careful which one you're bringing first. From products, left join. And you see that I'm explicitly stating it. Left join. Left join what? Let me write it here. Left join sales.
Yeah.
And, oh, sorry, we're not using where. On. On, of course, the same thing here.
Product ID.
Product ID equal to
Product.
ID. So what happens here? So we're going to, let me write it here. Let me pick another color. Okay, the color is okay. So we have the product ID. We're going to abbreviate it. We have the product name. We have the sales. So what do we pick? We say we want to pick everything from this place. So we're going to pick, before picking everything from products table, just like we said here, that means we'll pick everything here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't care whether it's matching anything here. We'll pick phone, we'll pick tablet, pick headset, pouch, and mouse. When we come to sales, number 1, of course, because we're not using total sales, so we're going to pick only the first one. This is how the SQL, that is how the query will behave. But if you're saying total sales, because there are multiple sales here, you can actually say total sales, and then it will add this for you, or average sales. So we're going to do those things with time. What is number 2 here? Guys, talk to me. Remember, we are taking this now from the other table. But we want to take only what is matching, what matches here. A matching row on the sales table, that's what we're going to bring in here. But everything, we're going to take everything here. That's what this one is. And then the matching row on the sales table. So we have 1, that's 19. What is 2?
23.
23. What is 3?
90.
What is 4?
Let's see.
There's no 4.
There's
What
no
is
4.
5.
40.
40.
So because there is no 4, to return what you call null. I'm sure you have data people, you have all of you are data people, you already know what is null. So it will return null value. This is how left join behave.
Why would I want to use the
So
left?
it first of all give us everything from the products table and then look for what is matching on the sales table and return to us. Where it does not see anything, it returns null. Does this make sense, guys? Ask all your questions.
So my question, because my head is why should I use this left joint? Why?
Well,
Why not the inner? Why must it be?
so most
Why
times
the left?
using inner join, most times. But a time comes when you will use left join. I have used them over and over again. Most times left join. So the thing happens, it happens such that you want to blend two tables. You're going to see that in Power BI. You want to join two tables. There are about 5 data sets littered everywhere. But there is this primary one, which is a central table. You want to keep that one and bring every other one and join to it as a single table. That one will remain there. Other ones will come and join. And you can only join them on with left join because you want to retain the original table because that has more information. Does that make sense? Hello?
Not really. It has not seen.
It's as if my brain is becoming saturated. At least my own.
All right,
It's
so before it
okay.
becomes saturated, please create space for this particular stuff and assimilate it. So look at this. We want to see all the products and know what sales. So we want to get all products and know the sales they generated over time. Now, does it make sense? We want to know the sales generated over time by our products.
Okay.
So at this point, you want to pick this table. It's going to be your first table. And pick all the names of all the tables, keep them, and then join them here and import all the sales. So on this, there will be some product that did not generate any sales. Because they asked you to get all the product and the sales they generated. So you're going to also bring all the product and whether the one, both including the one that generated sales and the one that did not generate sales. You want to bring all of them.
Okay.
Yes. So, and that's where you will use left join. That's why you will use left join. And inner join and left join are two most used. And what is right join? Just the opposite of left join.
So, like now, can we now join? Is it possible that the two of them will ever be used together in a syntax?
Inner join and left join?
Yes.
In a query?
Can you use them? Yes, in a
Yes.
query.
Yes, there can be a situation where you might want to. You join the first two tables on a particular row, first two tables with inner join, and the next one you join them with maybe after left join. But that's kind of rare, not often. But it's important that you're thinking outside the box. So open your mind at the
So now we are having no value now. How are we going to?
So for the null value, what happens when you are now cleaning up your data? You can then create a new column and say for every null value on this column, represent it with 0 because it means it represented 0 cells. Replace every null value with 0. So that when you're plotting your sales, when you're plotting your sales by category, this will not be returning as no, it will be returning as 0.
0.
Making sense? Welcome to data analytics.
It's sinking, trying to sink. Trying to.
Yes, so I'm not going to bother you going into right join, because right join is the opposite of left join. Where you first of all pick all the columns from the right side, right table, is assuming any table you want to choose as the right, and then matching table from the left column. But why do I want to use right when I can actually use left? When I can. So I am in charge. Do you understand? I am in charge. I choose the table that will come left and the one that will come right. Do you understand? Guys?
Yeah.
You're the one that will choose the table you want to query first. So that is why left join is mostly used. So if I am the one, just like I did here,
But it depends on what we're asked to analyze now.
But most times you will be the one that will choose the table that will come first. I chose the table sales to come first here, and I chose product to come first here. So it's up to you. Then there can be some time when what you're told to analyze will have to follow a particular pattern. Then you follow it. But
so now,
yeah.
So now, this join. Why do I really want to use this join?
Exactly.
Can I dodge it?
No. If that's your mindset about it, no.
No, I'm just saying, no. I'm trying to, as I'm asking this question, myself, I'm trying to understand it inside my head. That's why I'm saying it in two ways. Do you understand?
It seems like it's going to be like interesting or fun, sort of, if we can have like hands-on sort of.
So tomorrow you're going to practice it.
Tomorrow is filled with plenty.
It's 2 hours, 30 minutes of hands-on. So you do a lot of things. It's interesting. So this is it.
Answer my question before I will lose track.
Why do you want to use joins? This is
why?
When you created your prime food database, you actually separated concerns. There is so-called separation of concerns in software development. Sales data will go to sales, order data will go to order. Customer details will go to customer table, so that we don't have everything on one table and make it difficult to manage. And this is a process called denormalization. You will learn it later. So you want to denormalize your data so that you'll be able to create the star schema, able to model them together. And when you model them, it becomes easier to manage. Each table we know will be where they are supposed to be. So why do we want to use join? You want to use join so as to bring this, get one table to communicate with the other. So I have customer somewhere, I have order somewhere, and I have staff somewhere. So imagine I have customer somewhere, order somewhere, staff somewhere. This customer placed the order, and this staff are going to arrange this order. If there's any issue on the way, I want to query, and I'm going to query by this order. So I would say this particular order was queried by customer A, and it was arranged by customer B, by staff B. So staff B, what happened? This customer doesn't seem satisfied. What happened? It is join that will help you communicate with these 3 tables. And if you don't have join, you don't know the staff that messed up. Interesting, isn't it? Even though the concept of join is not something you want to go into, but the analogy is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, very, very.
So we will practice there. We don't have a choice. We will practice there. And yes, you don't have a choice. Welcome to our world. and it's a beautiful word. So let me delete this. The video will be available for you tomorrow at most, and make sure it's available. And we are done for the day. We're going to start practicing. We're going to start practicing. Any question?